Hello. Hello. So, I think this is on. But I have no idea because I've never done this alone before. And, hopefully I'm live. The problem here is I can't see any comments. So, and my laptop is broken. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't see any comments like flying up. Oh God, this is embarrassing. Maybe if I go like that. Rotate device. What the fuck? Yeah, okay, there's 88 people here, 9 thumbs up, but I can't see any comments whatsoever. So somebody ask me a question, see if it flips up. Oh, Jesus. This is crazy. There! Bingo, I found it. Okay. Hi, everybody. Yay! Hi from Texas. Hello, Doug, Maria, Marie, Dave. All right, you guys see me. Hello, doll. Hello. All right, I figured it out. This is the first time I've ever done this, all on my lonesome. I guess this is kind of like a VIP live chat, huh? Yeah. Hi from Northern Ontario. Wow. Okay. Well, I kind of just got buried in comments. So if you guys just had any questions, just go ahead and just start over because they'll just keep flying up. So hi, Lawrence. Hi, Robert. Hi, Chuck. Hi, everybody. Yes, I've been very worried about editing. I feel like I just need to like pick it up as fast as possible, which was a little stressful because honestly, like I never picked up the camera on a selfie stick and would talk to myself. So just doing that for these videos was really hard for me. It's just weird. When you hold onto a camera and talk to it, it's just weird. And I never got past that these last 2 years. And now I'm doing it. Oh my gosh. Thank you to whoever that was. Beamer Geezer. Looking beautiful and strong. Thank you so much. Yeah, so these last 3 weeks have been pretty crazy for me, to say the least. But I've gotten over quite a few humps and I'm about to take on a lot more stuff. This whole YouTube thing, I mean, so many people want to be on YouTube. It's crazy. And it just kind of fell into my lap. And then I was on YouTube and now suddenly, I always said I didn't want to do my own channel, but I kind of felt like I was gonna abandon everyone. So here you are. Aw, hey Brett, I got your text message. Yeah, of course I need help. I just don't know how to do anything. So if you mean be a moderator, yeah, that would be nice. I think I'm gonna do live chats once a week just because I think it's gonna be easier for me to do that because now I'm gonna have a steep learning curve with a new laptop and new software and having to download all my cameras and stuff like that. I still have not learned how to fly a drone. So, and I feel like that's a really important piece. And yeah, I leave today's Saturday. So Monday morning at 5 a.m. I fly out and it's going to take me 40 some hours to get there. Oh, thank you, Lawrence. And so I will be somewhere tropical again and I'm meeting up with someone and I've never met them before, so we'll just see what happens kind of thing. So I do have a travel buddy where I'm going and I'm just gonna follow their lead. There are some volunteer projects that they're interested in, so I feel like we have a lot in common, so I'm just gonna go do that. I have a month of time to kill. So my nursing contract is gonna start. I'm taking off and I'll be a traveling nurse in Guam. Woo! finally had that license for almost a year. They Timing was incredible. They just kind of called me up and asked me if I wanted to go, and I was like, yes, I need something to do. So I've got all my ducks in the row for that, and my contract starts mid-September, late September. So I'm just gonna kind of run around for a month and do some stuff I like to do. Hopefully you guys will like it. But Guam is a mystery. It really is. It's supposed to feel like the US, but feel like not the US, so I don't really know. I'm getting a text message saying my live chat is not working. Is it working? I feel like it's working. Yeah, you guys aren't saying, hey, Guam. I did color my hair. No, I'm not going through a crisis or anything like that. I was just kind of tired of the brown and the blonde, so I blended it. So I'm a redhead-ish. So yeah, I asked everyone a few days ago because I didn't think I was going to get to this, live chat capability. I thought I had to have 10,000 subscribers, but reading stuff on the internet, you never know what's true or not. So I asked everyone to, just light me up with a whole bunch of questions on Twitter and, and notifications on YouTube. So have at it. Ask me whatever you want. Keep the videos coming. Drones can come later. Okay, cool. Yeah, the whole drone thing, I just got the cheapest, smallest one out there, and it only has 13 minutes of fly time and 3 different batteries. I feel like I should just go buy another one because I think I'm just going to wreck that thing right off the bat, and then I'll be bummed, and I'll be somewhere where I can't get another one. So maybe I should do that. But I only have like 48 hours before I'm on a plane, and I won't be returning to the US for 4 months. I will be in Guam until right before Christmas. So the plan is to kind of be right back here in Wyoming and see my family for Christmas. DJ Mavic Pro, those were expensive. I didn't even know how expensive drones were until I went to go get one at Best Buy, and I was like, what? This is crazy. Drone derby? Yeah, that's kind of what I think is going to happen. Okay, good. I'm glad it's working. So I also asked everyone to give me some advice on editing software. I think that I'm just gonna choose one when I'm in the airport for the next couple days and get that downloaded. Right now, I just feel like it's all of a sudden happening. I just have to pack, and I only want to take one carry-on, so I don't know how you fit 4 months of adventuring stuff and nursing stuff in one bag, but I'm gonna figure it out. I have my bag picked out. Use Vegas Pro for editing. I just want something that goes from like beginner to intermediate. I don't want to claim expert. I don't want anything badass right off the bat. I have ADD, so if there's 10,000 tabs I'm gonna have to look through, I'm gonna get lost. Next thing you know, it's gonna be 2 hours and I haven't accomplished any editing because I'm just, looking at all the tabs and stuff. I don't want to do that. Lots of bikinis. Yes, I'm headed back to bikini weather. Oh, hey, Hammy. That's me. I remember those days. Yeah, I might be a ADHD, whatever. That's just me. But what's everybody drinking? I'm drinking red wine. I'm a big fan of the box wine, so it's sitting right next to me for refills. Oh, hi, Utah. I've always wanted to go to Utah and spend like a lot of time checking out those rocks, and I would like to go there in the winter so you can have like snow on those red rocks. That would be beautiful. Black box rocks. Yes, black box, Boda box. I'm not prejudiced against any box wine. I'm actually really glad that there's like 3 to 5 bottles worth of wine in every box. That's awesome. So yeah, I do plan to be sailing. I was not expecting anyone to ask me to go sailing right away, but it's hurricane season. So I was like, no, I'm going to go nurse, and when I return, it will not be hurricane season. A really good friend of mine has a cat in the Caribbean and was like, hey, just show up and stay as long as you want. So I thought that was a pretty sweet deal. But I'm going to kind of just be doing some scuba diving and hiking and adventuring on my feet and working on my paychecks And that's kind of my plan for the next few months. And yeah, I don't have any money to buy a boat. So I don't know when that could possibly happen, but I've always wanted to buy a boat. That's been my dream for over 10 years. I will get there. You know, I don't know why I've always wanted to sail. I just have, and I've been pretty determined to do it. And it was before I even graduated college. So I had to graduate college, take my nursing exam, nurse in a clinic for a year, nurse in a hospital for a year, get specialized, do my traveling contract, and then I headed to the ocean, and that's about, 2 years ago. And so that was always my plan A, and I'm just going to be a traveling nurse and buy my own boat. I'm back to plan A, so no big deal. I just don't have any money to buy a boat right now. And I don't know how to fix anything, so it's going to have to be a fairly expensive boat. How old am I? I'm 36. I'll be 37 in October. Gosh, why was that a hard question? Oh, I want to go sail Australia, New Zealand. Absolutely. How about a yacht? I don't need a yacht. I think that I'm just going back to plan A. I think a catamaran will give me stability, safety, room, lots of party room. That's always good. But yeah, monohull alone, healing, I don't think that's a good idea. And yeah, when I get back to sailing, I kind of plan on doing it alone so I can finally be a captain. Yes, I do have a Patreon. It's Lala Libra. It's been set up actually since February. I just didn't do anything until now, so I didn't really advertise that I had one, but it is there. Catamaran's a brilliant idea. I think so too. I think that it'll be easier to get more of my girlfriends to visit me on a catamaran versus a monohull. It's been really hard to get friends and family to come visit these last 2 years, and I'm really surprised because I would have done anything to be invited on any type of adventure that involved a boat. It didn't even matter where. Yeah, well, if I get a boat, God knows where it'll be on this planet, and I'll have to move it. I'll need crew sometime, everybody. So you'll probably get invited. Well, what else am I doing? I have no idea. I thought I was gonna have nothing to do when I got home, and I've just had so much to do. It's been kind of crazy. I'm glad that I'm home. I gotta, see all my family and friends. That was really great. I've just been on the road for freaking ever, and yeah, it's just kind of nice to come home and have my mom cook me all my meals. That's great. I think the only requirement for me here is to make my bed. So that's a pretty sweet deal. Oh yeah. I would love anybody to come sail with me, and I would love to sail with anybody else. I mean, I'm just, I've got this whole job thing that I'm going to do until Christmas. And I don't know, I need something to do for New Year's. New Year's and Halloween are like my favorite holidays. And yeah, well, I'll be in Guam for Halloween. That'll be interesting. That should make a good costume. It'll be hot there. Yeah, I have green walls. Neon green. I painted this when I was 15 years old. It was part of the requirements of my parents moving me from North Dakota to Wyoming was I got a neon green room. And they're like, fine, whatever. And it's just always stuck. I can't believe they didn't change it. I love it. What? Nothing like being home. Yes. I'm going to check in from Guam. I think that I'm going to do a live chat once a week just because I don't know how fast or slow I'll be at editing. And I would like to make continual content. And I think just doing a live chat just makes it easier on me. So that's kind of my plan right now. But feel free to let me know your thoughts. Thanks, John Davis. Cheers. No hello from me. Hello, Brett. I love you, Brett. Thank you for your text, too. Oh, you worked in Kildare, North Dakota for a year? I used to run track against them. Hello from Canada. Well, yeah, where is everybody from? Tennessee. I really like Tennessee. I went through there, July? I think it was. Yeah, early July. It was really nice. It's very beautiful. Laura, say hello to Brett. Yes, Brett. Todd Smith, I love you. So as far as like the camera and the internet right now, is that fine? Because I'm actually using my cell phone because my laptop didn't want to agree with me. It said that my laptop camera was being used by another program. And I was like, what? So I turned everything off and it still was arguing with me. So I just jumped over to the iPhone 6. It's like my favorite gadget, I guess. Cape Cod, England, wow. Germany, wow. Chesapeake Bay, woo. Oh my gosh, New York, Louisiana. Oh my God, you guys make me feel so popular. This is so cool. I've never done a live chat by myself. I really hope it's okay with me just rambling alone. I was thinking about it like all day long. I got actually a little bit nervous. I was like, you know, you don't really have someone to talk to and play off of. And so I tried to get my girlfriend to actually come and do this live chat with me, but she's still working in the OR, so she couldn't come over. So I was like, oh God, I really have to do it alone. South Dakota, Jacksonville, Florida. Awesome. I'm doing all right. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you for the donations, by the way. This is really cool. I didn't know how I was going to use my Patreon. Actually, I was just like, well, I'll just use it to buy a random plane ticket, you know, like once a month somewhere. I mean, being in Guam, I really want to adventure over to Vietnam. So I think that's going to happen. But I don't know. So I'm pretty sure everybody knows, but I'm an ambassador for Big Blue Ocean Cleanup. So they've given me some gear that I'm taking along on this trip too, to clean up some places and to motivate other people. I am from Dickinson, North Dakota originally. I am a Dickinson midget. That was my high school mascot. I know there's 300 people here. This is so cool. Laura, all of your followers are where your laptop link is. What does that mean? So I did get a new laptop, everybody. I'll show you. I heard like gaming is is where it's at. So I can't even say what brand this is actually. Whoa. Can you read that? It says ACER, Acer. I'm an Acer, and whoa. I haven't even turned it on yet, to be honest. I've been running around and it's out of the box. That's as far as I got. Acer. So I mean, I don't even know. I asked for a gaming laptop and this was 800 something. I don't know. And all the other ones like jumped up to like $1,300. I was like, what? And I was like, what makes this thing so special? And they're like, well, you know, there's like fans in laptops and this one doesn't have a fan. It's like stabler and I don't freaking know. I have no idea. I was just like, I'll take it. Hopefully it doesn't get wet or break it or lose it kind of thing. But I am really excited that I got so much feedback about the software and everything because I'm lost. I'm not a tech girl. I'm a nurse. I'm more like, you know, I mean, as techie as I get is social media. So this has just all been a lot of stuff. I mean, I was like, what? YouTube Studio? I got to get in there? Like, why can't everything just be on the one YouTube app? So I didn't even know I needed both of those pieces to this puzzle. So that was kind of funny. I kind of felt, I mean, it really makes you feel like blonde and dumb and like the last one to know. So, aw, good night, Bill Gates. Yeah, my mascot's a midget for real. Well, I guess I kind of told you guys what my plans are. I'm an adventurer for the next month. I'm gonna try to put out at least one video a week, because now I've stepped it up and all this is gonna slow me down. And then hopefully do a live chat once a week. I will arrive, I think, September 3rd or September 4th where I'm going. That's a little, I don't really know exactly. But I would think by Wednesday, I should do another live chat just to show you where I am. Surprise. Aw, thank you guys. I mean, seriously, all your support and positive comments and everything is, no, I don't want to cry, but it's been really nice. What? I used to go to the Paragon Bowl every, I don't even know what that is. Is that football? Well, thanks for being, like suffering through all those videos too with the one song that I could never change. I think that was related to just editing on the cell phone. I think that doing it on the laptop, if I had a Mac, I could have, but I don't. So that app wasn't going to work for me there. The bowling alley in Dickinson. Oh my God, I used to bowl there every day in the summer. I was a pretty wicked bowler for a while, but not anymore. Yes, the one song, you guys might be giving me shit about that for like ever, huh? I'm not gonna live that one down. Oh, thank you, Jake. Cheers. Gosh, being by myself, there's a lot more talking than drinking, you know? I think I would have like been through 3 beers by now if, yeah, I had a buddy. Oh, Steve, I'm just glad you made it. It doesn't matter if you're late. Aw, thank you guys. You guys are so sweet, you know? I was really gonna miss you, so finally jumping into this YouTube thing and, you know, just grabbing a bull by its horn. I mean, I didn't want to do this. I didn't, but I kind of felt like I was gonna abandon everybody suddenly. And I mean, my Instagram comments were just blowing up and I was just like, oh my God, this is just out of control. I don't know what to do. So then, you know, I made that first video the very first day I was at home and I had no idea, I mean, anything was going to take off. So it was just really nice. Thank you, everyone. CPU, QSV. Yeah, I don't know what any of that stands for. I'm sorry. Still on coffee, booze soon. You can always put Bailey's in your coffee. Oh, you like my hair? Thank you. It's been so crazy. Being back home, I can blow dry my hair. I can curl my hair. I can straighten my hair. I can have like all these different looks and makeup and stuff. It's crazy. Oh, meet up with La Vagabond. Dude, does anybody know where they are with this whole hurricane thing happening? I mean, were they just like straight living in the Bahamas forever? I know that they went to France for a regatta, but I wonder what direction they went. I'll tell you what, I feel for everybody down there. I was a nurse in St. Thomas right before Irma. So I left 4 hours before Irma just totally destroyed that area. And so I got to feel all the rain from Hurricane Harvey, Irma, Jose, and Maria. And I took safety in St. Kitts, and that was the only island that didn't get like decimated that year. So I feel really bad for everyone down there. And how stressful is that, you know? Be thankful that ain't you, for real. And then, yeah, I did like 2.5 months of relief trips while I was down there too. And then left and jumped on a sailboat for 2 years. Yeah, everybody seriously pray for them. I mean, Florida, hopefully Florida's okay right now. Yeah, I really wanted to nurse in Florida Keys. Kind of feel like, you know, I was just down there sailing and had a meet and greet down there. And I was like, oh my God, I have like an established friend group down there. But it wasn't taking off that fast. And then Guam just called and totally snatched me up. So that's why I'm going there. Vermont rocks. I have not seen any of the East Coast. Sailing the East Coast I've been wanting to do that since I sailed the West Coast. Like, immediately send me over there. I want to see everything. There's so much history over there too. I would love to do that. I'm definitely not done with sailing. I will never be done with sailing. I have been on this mission to sail a boat all by myself for like 10 years. So there's sailing in my future. I just have no idea when I'll get my own boat. But I mean, I'll tag along with anybody. I graduated nursing school in 2015, and you know, I was pretty solid nursing in the beginning, and then now it's just very shoddy. So the last time I nursed, actually, I quit June 1st. So I had been on land for about 3 months, and I was nursing here in Wyoming in the ICU. And so now I had, another 3-month break, and I'll be going, or 4-month break probably by the time I get there. So it's kind of consistent, you know? What? Is someone trying to ask me a joke? Okay, what is this? If two Laura Googles can power Santa's sleigh for 3, what? I don't know. I don't know. It's actually really hard to do this live chat on a cell phone and keep up. So I was watching like how to do a live chat videos on YouTube because that's where everybody learns everything. And you can slow down the comments, but I don't see how to do it. And that would actually be really helpful right now if I knew how to do that. Yeah, I'll miss everything about, you know, the last 2 years. I'm great that I've got 2 years worth of videos and memories. I mean, that's pretty awesome, but, you know, I am just on to something new. Yeah, I hope to sail away. I hope to dive away. I hope to, you know, I've wanted to do some spearfishing and stuff. So now that I'm not constantly moving around on a boat, I think I'll be able to do some more hobbies that I always thought I was going to be doing. So that'll be pretty cool. And I'll just feel less rushed, you know, living on a boat. Living on a boat is interesting, but it'll be nice to have some land time. I'm actually really looking forward to just having a routine, like going into work, having to go to sleep and getting up at a certain time, feeling needed. You know, I haven't felt needed in a really long time. And when you're a nurse, you're always needed. Someone always needs something. And that's just, I mean, that makes me feel good. Do I like ocean or mountain life better? I'm definitely just like a wild animal. So I think I just like outside. It doesn't matter where I am. I just like to be outside kind of thing. It's been really hard to stay positive. I'm telling you, had I not made that first video and it just seemed like everyone enjoyed it and all those positive comments and feedback and everyone's patience, you know, I don't know. I think I might be a little bit depressed right now, but this YouTube thing has been a great distraction for me. It's almost been like therapy, and you know, everyone's just been really nice and supportive, and thank you. I really needed that. I am like a wild animal. What other hobbies? I really want to do this naked and afraid thing. I am not scared. I mean, I don't want to get chewed up by bugs or snakes or alligators or electric eels or anything, but I just like to be outside. I want to do the hammock thing. I would be that person that brought a mosquito net, that's for sure. But I want to build a fire. I want to like try to build my own house out of sticks. I like stuff like that. I want to go wander around in tide pools and see what's in there. I don't mind eating weird shit, you know, like that's what I really want to do. I was just surprised in the whole sailing life how much time we did not spend on land. You know, it seems like in the videos that we spent a lot of time on land, but I think a third of the time we were on the water. And I think that's unique compared to the other sailing channels that were out there. They're not sailing anywhere, you know, they're just hanging out on their boats and, you know, like maybe sailing 30 minutes, 3 hours somewhere, maybe doing a short crossing. But I spent like 3 solid days going somewhere at 6 miles an hour, and that was considered fast, you know, and that was weekly. That was a lot. I know, I definitely am feeling the love. Definitely feeling the love, everyone. You know what? I have never actually looked up a live chat once it's on the internet for everyone. Do you guys get to read all these comments? Can you like filter through them after the fact, or can you see them right now? Try out for Survivor. I don't know. I don't think I really want to try out for the actual show. I think I just kind of want to do it on my own. My girlfriend Carrie here in Wyoming, she said she's totally down. I was like, all right, let's just put some bikinis on. I was like, you can pick like 3 necessities. I'll pick 3 necessities so we don't get freaked out or get hurt, you know, and let's go out there. And then I actually got really scared because there's bears and like mountain lions and stuff here. And Casper Mountain's just right outside my window. Like I'm staring at a mountain right now. And I was like, oh no, something's gonna get me. And then it's like rattlesnake season. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this in Wyoming for my first time. I'd rather do it somewhere else. Oh, whatever I do makes you smile. Yay. Yeah, two girls in bikinis. Carrie's the best. She's been my best friend since 15. And actually, our junior high principal knew that we both were two new girls in town and introduced us, and we've been best friends ever since. So whoever that principal was, thank you. She's been like the closest thing I've had to a sister. Sea legs versus land legs. Would I like to eat grub? Is that those little fat things, snail things that like live in the logs? I don't think I want to eat those, but I would. I don't really like to be hungry. I don't think anyone really likes to feel like they're starving. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down to eat some stuff. Yeah, fat worms. I would probably just put them on a stick and, I would not eat them alive. I would have a problem doing that. Not going to do that. I can broadcast live on Periscope. I don't think I can learn one more app. Honestly, I think I'm maxed out. The next software thing, I'm going to dedicate some serious time daily into figuring that out. Yeah, I'm going to grill the worms. I mean, can't you pretty much eat any insect out there? I mean, I probably wouldn't eat a centipede, but protein's protein, right? Good night. Holland is going to sleep. Big hug. Thank you. Good night, Richard. So the calendar, I did the photo shoot when I was here during my nursing stint, and all the photos that I chose, the lighting and everything, they've all been turned into black and white. I have, I think, 16 photos to choose from, like narrowed down from like 480 or something crazy. And I try to do like a theme, so every month kind of like went with, say if December's a cold month, I try to do something cute that seemed like it was a cold month or something. And then springy stuff, and I don't know. But every photo and every month is gonna kind of have to do with like me, my hobbies, who I am. Like, guess what? Fun fact, I was a cheerleader once upon a time. So, and one of these photos are pom-poms. Yep. From Dickinson, North Dakota, from being a midget. That's right. And I wore my actual cheerleading sneakers. They actually still fit. So that photo will definitely be in the calendar. Related to a month where football is played or whatever, where a cheerleader would be appropriate. But I have not really narrowed down exactly the 14 photos I'm going to use. So there'll be 12 on the inside of the calendar, and then there'll be a cover and then a back photo as well. And when I wanted to order 3 calendars as well to myself from different businesses, just so I could see which one I like the best before I actually put them out. And I think that the calendar, I don't know if I'll do like 100 and they'll be autographed or something like that, because now I'm not going to be around for shipping. I'll be in Guam or whatever. But the idea was to only have so many copies go out. That way they just sold out immediately. And then I'm just done with it. What else about the calendar? Oh, if you do want to buy a calendar when it finally does happen, which I could probably get that done soon, if you purchase one, as soon as, like, say I sell only 100, they're all going to be shipped on the same day. So that way none of the photos can be like, cell phone photoed and like put on Twitter or whatever and kind of ruin it for everybody. So they'll all get shipped at the same time. That's kind of the plan there. Yeah, the calendar's kind of cool. I've always wanted to do something like that. Believe it or not, I've never had professional photos taken of me. So it was kind of weird because I don't really sit still. I'm like a wild animal. And he's like, be yourself. And I was like, don't say that. So, of course, I brought a box wine to the photo shoot. And this guy was just like, oh, Jesus, I can't believe it. Down for a calendar? Yeah, it seemed like a lot of people were interested in the calendar idea. I brought it up like, I don't know, like, I feel like a year ago. I feel like I brought it up in like January, February, and then got started on it. And then, of course, I was on the road and sailing for a while, and it just kind of wasn't a priority for a little bit. But now it's almost ready. So if anybody has ever made a calendar before and has a business that they're satisfied with, that would be nice. Let me know. Because that's my next thing I have to figure out. I feel like every day I have like 10 things to figure out now. And for someone who doesn't like to like read, ugh. Oh, hey, I'm not sure if I need a calendar because you're on my mind every day. Dude, I love jokes like that. Keep at it. Sorry about all the shaking. That was my box wine. So I do have a website. I made it this last January, February. It's called Lala Goes Live because I was thinking that someday I would do a YouTube channel, and if I ever did, it would just be live. That way I don't have to edit. So that was kind of how I came up with that. And so check out the website. It's more like humanitarian projects and stuff like that. My other interests like ocean awareness, and I get freaked out on plastic and BPA. And there's a lot of promo codes too for like reusable water bottles and bamboo silverware, and you see me in my slip-ins and stuff like that. So there's tons of promo codes on that website if you're into that kind of stuff. I did get notification that I could be an Amazon influencer, but I have no idea what that means. So if anybody knows what that means, let me know. So I set up an account and started making a wish list, but that's not what an influencer is. I'm not really sure what it is. I think it has to do with like whatever camera gear or outfit I'm wearing or something like that. I have no idea what it is. Topless paddleboarding? Always! I mean, it's harder to be yourself when you're on YouTube all the time, because I didn't like my boobs ever getting blurred. I was just like, let it ride, just show my boobs, like I'm a nurse. I see patients all the time naked. I don't think anybody should be ashamed of it, but obviously that's a rule on YouTube. But yeah, I would run around naked all the time if I could. I have no problems with it. Bodies are beautiful. They're all different types. Who cares? Everybody checks everybody out. I don't think there's a big deal on it. I just don't like my boobs blurred. I think it adds this whole layer of kind of trash to it, that, shouldn't be there. All right, give me some more questions. I know I'm not really reading any of this stuff and I'm just kind of babbling, but that's what I do. All right, so we're up to like 400 people here now. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Very nice beach, and okay, not nude beach. I went all out in the Mediterranean. I straight up did not care. Everybody was topless. I went for it. And, and I had a buddy that went for it too. So, woo! Thank you, Gavin. Cheers. Oh, don't spend time in the hospital. Don't do that. I work in the ICU, so you have to be really jacked up to ever see me in the hospital. Don't do that. I'm not in the ER. You can't just like cruise by. No, so this whole like, I guess there's a lot of people, I don't know if it's sailing channels or Instagram people or what, but this whole like nudity VMO or whatever app, I'm never gonna do that. Just never gonna do that. Yeah, Stephen Loretto, they were so awesome. I had so much fun with them. They were a hoot. They are everything I want to be in a relationship. They were just on the same page. They were so much fun. No limits. They were a fantastic couple to hang out with. How did Lala Libra come about? Actually, the first doctor I ever worked with, he would call me Lala all the time because I was like 23 and I wanted to do everything my way. And he would just call me, it was just this, oh God, Lala did it, and it just kind of stuck. And Libra is my zodiac sign. And the name first came out because I was not on Facebook, and I felt like I was the last person on Facebook. I joined like 2011, and the only reason why I joined is because I moved out of the country, and I was like, well, I won't have a cell phone. No one's gonna email me. How will people know if I'm alive? So that's why I got Facebook, is so friends and family would know I was alive. And I've kept it very small, my Facebook, because I do put a lot of very personal information there and exactly where I am and things that I need. And so that's not open to anyone. actually don't even really like to use it that much because it just seems dated compared to Instagram. Um, and Instagram, I feel like I just can reach out to other people with similar likes. Like Twitter's blowing my mind and how I can reach out to people with similar interests and stuff like that. And it just, I've been everywhere. It just kind of, it makes everyone just feel so much closer to me. I don't know. It's just interesting. And I don't know why I really like that, but I do. I like being able to ask anyone at any time, anything, and getting an answer. It's like better than Google. Aw, each time Laura giggles, 3 unicorns get their wings and sparkles. Yay! So I'm not, yeah, hit that like button. I don't really know what that does for me. I have not, I mean, I really thought I had to have 10K to do this. So I'm sorry that I made you guys wait like 4 additional days after saying I wanted to do this, but I thought I had to hit that number. I don't know. I really don't know. You would think I would know everything, but I don't know. I did not grow up in Wyoming. I grew up in North Dakota. The most years I've ever spent in one place was Dickinson, North Dakota. I left there when I was 16, and I finished high school in Wyoming. My family all moved here because they love it here. They love snowboarding on the mountain in the winter. They love all the camping they get to do. We've got a Alcova with red rocks and a lake, and then we've got Pathfinder with white sandy beaches and walleyes fishing. We got all the trout stream fishing you could dream of here, and they just love to hike and fish. And I like to do that too, but it's always rattlesnake season, and I just am not into it. I seriously have paranoia when it comes to snakes. And it's like I'm a snake charmer. It doesn't matter where I am, snakes show up. It's kind of like the secret. If you keep thinking it or willing it, it will happen. And I'm not trying to will snakes close to me, but they're always on my mind because I'm terrified of them. And they just show up. It's crazy. My high school sports were track, volleyball, and cross country. And I was a cheerleader for a little bit, but it was actually really boring. You have to sit down, turns out, a lot. And I didn't like any of their cheers. Practice was boring. And I say that because I danced forever. I started dancing in kindergarten, and I went all the way through high school. I did ballet, tap, hip hop, jazz, you name it, point. I was in the Nutcracker twice. I did the West Side Story. I did the Little Mermaid. I did it all. So cheerleading was slow and boring, and I already went to dance like 5 days a week, for all my different classes. So I went to school, and then I lived at dance practice. And that was my life forever. I'm not going to repeat that. I have learned. Hurricane party, oh my gosh. So once upon a time, I lived in South Padre Island, Texas, and I was 19, and I lived there for a year and a half. I loved it. I worked at Louis' Backyard, and a hurricane was supposed to come in, and they were gonna, evacuate the island and everything. But I was a kid. I didn't know any better, and we all had a hurricane party. We all wore life jackets and hung out together and drank during the whole entire storm. I don't even know what hurricane that was. It was probably around 2003-ish, if anybody wants to look that up. It never hit us. It was fine. But that was pretty stupid, having a hurricane party. Well, I say that now because I suffered through, Harvey, Irma, Jose, and Maria that year, and just saw how devastating it was. But when you're 19, you don't think about anything. You just think about a party. I was like, yeah, I'll go. I hope I look young. I hope that's why everyone keeps asking me how old I am. I'm 36, going on 37. I worked for a dermatologist. There's this one bug here, okay? I'm not crazy. But I worked for a dermatologist for about 5 years. My mom's a nurse. She slathered me in sunblock. I try to be very aware of taking care of my skin. Also, I have psoriasis, so if I don't take care of myself, that just goes crazy. So hopefully I look young, because I spend a lot of time on the skin, really. It's the box wine. Well, my wine kind of matches my hair these days. I'm matching. Well, thank you. Thank you. for saying I'm cute, everybody. Yeah, everybody please be safe in Florida. Oh my gosh, it's just so crazy. I follow so many different Instagram accounts. I have so many friends down there throughout the years, and it's just, you know, when I see how big that hurricane is, it's like, the whole state of Florida is just lit up red. Yes, I did squirrel. I'll be squirreling because I'll be reading these comments. I hope I look 28. I would like to stay 28. 28, 29 were pretty good years in my life too. Although I think I was in Alaska for them, but I felt great. I had great hair. It's all about the hair, right? Well, how about like doing a live chat from my room at my parents' house? I thought that might be a little weird. I was gonna go to a bar if I could get my girlfriends to come, but I thought it would be a little bit weird talking to myself in a bar if I didn't have a buddy, you know? So I just went to the store and got a box wine instead. Do I want children? Yeah, I've been trying to find somebody that wants to have babies with me since I graduated, and I was really surprised that nobody wants to. Oh, thank you. I don't know how to say your name. Lower? Thank you so much. Actually, here, cheers. Fun fact about me too is when I fill my wine glass up, I don't really ever fill it all the way up. I tend to fill it like too low. And then when I see it this low, I feel like it's okay to slam it. Does anybody else do that? I don't think I should be doing that. So how will nursing and the YouTube channel affect each other? I don't think at all, because I only work 3 days a week, 12-hour shifts, and you know, I'll go do my nursing thing and come home, and then I have 4 days off to completely go adventure, sleep in, edit, whatever I want to do. So I think it's actually the schedule's gonna work out really well. Another thing about traveling nursing is there's a lot of other travelers with you and they don't have any friends. So it's like you go into orientation and that's your new clique. That's who you're gonna hang out with. And everyone chooses these places to nurse because they're interested in whatever is there. So I'm pretty sure whoever's gonna be in my orientation class is gonna wanna go on some hikes or scuba dive or something like that. So I'm pretty sure I'll have stuff to do before I even know it. And the person that I'm going to meet in a couple days and adventure with for a month, I've invited them to come to Guam too, because they're gonna kind of just put me up for a month. So I was like, hey, if you want to check out a new place, on me. So I might have a buddy that's just gonna travel over to Guam with me too. Nuclear submarine. Does that have to do with green used to be my favorite color, yes. I went through a green phase. I went through a red phase. I went through a white phase. And now I'm going through a purple phase. Squirrel! So I actually have this really cool thing. It's like holding my cell phone and it has a light, so you get like perfect lighting. The only problem is it clips to the table, and every time I set something down or kick a leg, it like shakes. Not having a Wyoming earthquake right now, it's me spazzing out, I guess. Smacking everything. Is it a good live chat? I mean, I feel like it's kind of like, seriously, I'm getting over this whole like talking to yourself on camera thing. I've always thought that was weird. I've been really, I can talk to anybody else on camera, but it's like doing this whole thing, it's been so weird to like just get over and just do it. So I'm glad that you're saying I'm doing fine, because I really was, I was nervous all day about this. Don't forget the dinghy. Yeah. What's the best beach I've been to? You have no idea. I was like, if I ever get a boat, I'm like, how quick can I get somehow to French Polynesia? I would love to do the Marquesas all over again. Rangiroa and Fakarava, I think were my favorite, but we sailed past so many atolls there. and the Tuamotus or whatever. I would just love to stop at them all. They're just so interesting, you know, the reef. And if inside the reef there was a tall, you know, island like Bora Bora, or if it was just completely flat, it was like a donut, a reef, and I can't believe people lived on it kind of thing. Um, they're just fascinating, and there's just so much history over there too. And believe it or not, there's a lot of beaches to clean up, but I don't even know where you put that stuff. I mean, they technically don't even have dumps, you know, because the islands are so small. I know. I was just nervous because I didn't know if I had a whole lot to talk about. Because I was like, wait, I'm just going to say where I'm going. I was like, that's not enough. Um, so, I don't know. That was just what was on my mind. Seriously, I don't know. Maybe I just talked too fast. Did I tell you guys everything? Where's your favorite beach? I mean, where should I go next? I actually am pretty excited about Monday. It's going to be pretty exciting. The next live chat, your jaw is going to drop where I'm going, actually. I just have to hype it. I can't tell you. I really want to. I'm really bad at surprises. But it's just got to be a surprise. I got to hold to it. It's going to be so cool. Yeah, help me keep going. I mean, your support really means the whole world to me. If y'all weren't here right now, I would not be able to be trying to find any kind of other following. You know, like I wouldn't. I like to keep the peeps that I had, and you know, I'm happy with that. There hasn't been any awkward silences yet. I'm killing it. Okay, good. Bora Bora was pretty sweet, but on the entire trip, that is the only place I got food poisoning. So that really sucked. So somebody said they love Aruba. I have not been to Aruba yet. I want to sail the Lower Caribbean so incredibly bad. You have no idea. And I had a friend ask me if I wanted to do it. So they said, whenever you want to show up, as of November 1st, but I'll still be in Guam nursing, I can just jump on and stay as long as I want. They said the boat will go somewhere for hurricane season June 1st. So I might sail the whole Southern Caribbean, and I'm pretty stoked about that. So that you might have that to look forward to at Christmas time. Yeah, it's gonna be a journey. I mean, if you go back in all my Instagram photos, I've been at this for a really long time. I've been everywhere. Yeah, my Instagram goes back, I think, to 2011 because that's when I started. No, maybe 2012 because I finished nursing school and came back, and that's when I found out about this app and then got it. So there's a lot of history on that app, a lot of travels that I've done. Oh, who said what about Salt Lake? How is it crossing the Pacific from the U.S.? Well, if you would have asked me right after that, I would have said, I don't want to do that for like 5 more years. No freaking way. But then after I came back after that whole journey, I think it only took like maybe a month. And I was like, I'll do the whole exact trip at the same speed over again, no worries. And now, honestly, I've been contemplating, you know, if I were to ever get a boat, because, you know, the right boat is never going to be in the right place. It isn't. And I'm like, what if it's over there? How do I get back across the Pacific? What do I do? My parents are retired, so I'm going to hit them up first to come with me. And we'll see. Because, I mean, it takes 3 weeks to cross. No big deal. I mean, worst case scenario takes a month. And now I know. I know to bring more than one puzzle. I know to bring books. I know to download a whole bunch of games, you know, on your phone or iPad or whatever. You know, you need things to do. But the whole trip is really not that bad. It's just, you don't have internet, you know. So we're completely reliant on internet these days to just, I mean, you can't just pick up your phone and like call somebody or check your social medias. You know, that's the whole difference about being on a boat in the middle of nowhere is if you don't have it with you, it doesn't exist. And I didn't think that through before I went. So Pacific crossing, no big deal. I would never do it alone. I think about that, what's her name? Laura something. She was like 17-year-old girl, and youngest girl to sail solo. And I was like, how did she do that? Because I would just go crazy. I need a buddy. I need a buddy. I do. I don't do well alone. I love to just talk. Being from Minnesota, I have a lot of Norwegian in me. My mom's whole side of the family is in Minnesota. My dad's whole side of the family is pretty much in North Dakota. I'm a northern Midwestern girl. Yeah, Laura Decker. Yes. 14. Yeah, and I think when she finished, she was like 15. The sad thing is, in Fiji, we bumped into that boat and got to do a boat tour Tuesday on it. And it was coming back to California, and it was being donated or something like that to a charity, or being sold to make money for a charity. I don't know exactly. I can't remember. But it sunk. Somehow something happened and the boat sunk and never made it. And I just thought that was horrible and sad. Thanks, Scott. Cheers to you. Laura Decker, she's got a book. She's got a whole family, man. That girl's rad. And the comments just stop. Every time. Every time. So, honestly, I mean, I've spent the last 2 years pretty consistently on a sailboat. And the only thing you really have to think about when you're out there is where else you want to sail to next. So I have, like, my bucket list is pretty unique. I was offered to also, after this hurricane season, I was offered, to work with a charter company. So I think I'll go and check it out for a little bit, but I've already sailed there is the thing. And isn't that kind of a jerk thing to say? Oh, I've already sailed there. I don't want to do it again. But I mean, the offer was really, really nice. And, I already miss being on the water. I really do. I don't want to jump too quickly back on the water because land time's really good. I feel like with all the sailing, there wasn't enough hiking. There wasn't enough culture for me. I really like to meet the people. Indonesian people were just amazing. Vanuatu people were amazing. I couldn't believe how when people didn't even know the same language as you, how they just were so friendly and they just wanted to stand next to you and walk down the street with you. It was just an amazing experience, and I just wish on that whole trip I got to spend more time with all the beautiful people that, were helping us with markets and gasoline and everything. Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's great making videos. I will be forever grateful for all the videos that, I have been in. It is quite the adventure. There's so much that you experience. I would say the hardest part about all of it is mentally, it is hard. And I thought I was really strong in the head. But I mean, I had plenty of breakdowns, if you really want to know. Plenty. It's very hard. It's isolating. It's a lot more isolating than you think. And, you just don't know that until you actually do it. And you don't really know what your limit is. You don't really know how much you can compromise, until you're there, and then you do or don't have a crew, and you're at the mercy of the ocean too. I mean, it's pretty gnarly, the water can really kill you, so you have to, you have to be aware of so many things, your surroundings and stuff like that. And I would say it gets a little crazy because for me, I had plenty of nightmares where we were getting boarded, and that really bothered me for a really long time. It was almost like I preferred the boat to be in motion for multiple days at a time because I just felt safe. And then when we were at anchor, I didn't feel safe because I didn't even know the country yet. It was just so many mixed feelings about everything, because I feel like there's no Coast Guard out there. And if there is, they're never going to get to you in time. Like, what do you do? What's your SOS? Like, I thought about that all the time because, I'm a nurse. I rapid response to codes and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm on my own out here. There is nobody that's going to save me. Nobody. And, you can trip out on that a little bit. Hello, pilot. What else we got here? Go back to Steve and Loretta. I would love to go hang out with them. They're awesome. But I mean, they have They're living the dream right now, you know. They got all kinds of friends. They have all kinds of friends visiting them. Like, seriously. I'm like, why was it so hard to get friends to come visit me? Like, nobody wanted to go. I was really surprised by that. Even right now. Because whatever boat I go on, it will sleep too. And I've been asking a couple of my girlfriends, if I take off and do some kind of sailing, do you want to come with? And they're just like, I don't know. I'm like, you have a passport. What do you mean you don't know? It's crazy. You worked in emergency response for 10 years. And what was the rest of that? Time is of the essence. Most definitely. Most definitely. Tell my family I love them. Bruce Cooper. I love your family, Bruce Cooper. Yeah, some people are chicken, but I mean, I've done a lot of stuff alone. I mean, girls just don't drive alone from Kentucky all the way up to Anchorage, Alaska. And nobody wanted to come with me on that trip either. And then I went there, and then I stayed there for 4.5 years. I was just like, I'm gonna do hiking and fishing. I worked on a commercial fishing boat in Bristol Bay. Boom. Who does that? What girl does that? Not many. I was out there. So I've done a lot of pretty gnarly adventures on my own. And so sailing, I mean, I can handle it. I can, but I don't know. I don't know why I can versus other people. I mean, it's just scary. I mean, honestly, tending the sails and stuff like that, when you hear your boat make noise and when it's heeling hard or as you feel like it's going fast, and then for me, I'm not that strong. You know, I'm almost like, sometimes I'm like, ooh, I would rather, obviously, you reef early or you take stuff down. But I'm almost to the point where, like, just give me the machete. I'll just cut the line. Like, screw the sail. You know, like, boats can really, really scare you. Bing. Lennon, thank you very much. I don't know this whole... I was never in charge of any of this stuff, by the way. So I've learned live chats. I've learned how to load video. I've learned some editing. I made a freaking website all by myself. A lot's happened. I set up a P.O. box because people wanted to send me stuff and I didn't know what to do and I didn't want to overwhelm my parents with mail, so I did that. And so I never really needed PayPal before, and I had one of those, and I guess there's Venmo or whatever, and so I set that up, but I have no idea how to really transfer any money around. I mean, I'm learning everything. I really am. I used to just be an Instagram pro, and now I have to do a little of everything. So if you do want to see everything that I have available out there, there is, it's called Linktree, but it's linktr.ee/Lala Libra. And when you type that into your browser, it will just pop up Instagram, Twitter, lalagoslive.com, Patreon, whatever I've got going, YouTube. All the links are in that one link. It's like magic. It really is. And it's in my bio on Instagram, and it put it in the bio of my Twitter as well. So if you just hit that, it will send you to everything that I have going on. And I think that that is exactly where the calendar will be for sale. That way it's just super easy. Because you just you just type in one thing, and then whatever you're looking for, it will all be there. And it's not like you have to read through anything. It has like literally just buttons. You're like, oh, I was only interested in the Instagram, boom, and it takes you right there. I was only interested in seeing her photo album on her website, boom, it goes straight there. It's like, it's the easiest thing ever. I think everybody should have one. You know, it makes everything easy. It's almost like your social media resume or something like that. Everything is there. My video and my voice aren't matching. That's gotta be annoying. What am I supposed to do? Sound check. Is it still annoying you? Okay, so what? You have the camera in portrait, not landscape, so it's small. Well, what am I, do I just flip it? Does that make it better? I didn't even know. I just thought I could, oh, it doesn't like it. My device is locked for this. Okay, so buffering was bad on somebody else's end. Okay, cool. So, I mean, I've been on here for over an hour. I mean, I'll still hang out here. I don't think there has to be a time limit. I really don't have anything to do but to pack. Again. Turn it 90 degrees. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna turn it. And now what? Yeah, everything's still running this way. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is, honestly. Oh, I think maybe I should plug in a backup battery though, just in case. I can't see how much battery I have. Ta-da! So you guys like my green walls? I'm at my parents' house. It's been really nice to be here. It really has. My junior high and high school friends are the best. I hope you enjoy those first couple videos. They're very outdoorsy. We do all kinds of stuff together, and they have like no fear. Like, not at all. I mean, these girls are like strapping shotguns and all kinds of stuff, and they like carry everywhere they go. It's kind of crazy. I'm like, is that really necessary? But, you know, it's Wyoming. Everybody loves their guns kind of thing. All right. No good. Dang it. Pee break? Okay. Oh my God. So I don't have a moderator right now. I was going to try to set one up before all this. But I ran out of time because I was still watching videos on YouTube on how to actually do a live chat because I wanted to make sure I wasn't late. And then I was a couple minutes late. Leave it like it is. Okay. Really? You guys just like listening to me? Okay, because I can ramble all day. I'm pretty good at that. And I am. I'm up and running. I'm kind of really surprised that I was able to, I mean, I was encouraged to do this a lot sooner. I just really thought that the last 2 YouTube channels, adding a third one, was just ridiculous. But now, you know, just having my own to worry about, and honestly, I'm bored until I start nursing. I mean, I really have nothing to do with all my time all day long, so it seemed like a really good time to actually just go ahead and start this. And it was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. And it's kind of funny because all my girlfriend's kids are the ones that want to talk to me about YouTube. They're, you know, like they know things. And I mean, that's how I set up my Twitter too, was my friends' teenage kids. And I'm just like, how do my friends have like teenage kids and I don't have even one yet? I'm like, shoot, am I behind? Yeah, I'll get more experience. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I mean, I'm gonna have a lot of downtime the next couple days in the airport, and that's when I hope I'll just make my choice and download, and you know, and I'm gonna start filming the moment that I leave my journey to where I'm going, and hopefully that's pretty cool. Hopefully. Ah, I talk so much I don't even drink. Thank you, Bruce Cooper. The 3 dots. Yeah, I know, I see it. And on the 3 dots, 2 things come up. Share and mute the microphone or cancel. And I don't want to do those. How do I share? When I hit share, it says share in a post. Copy link, Twitter, messages, email, more. Yeah, it doesn't rotate my camera. So I think that this is just a problem because I'm on my cell phone. But the thing is, the laptop is brand new. So it will be fine next time. I know it will. Yes, I got a laptop. It's right here. I got the Acer gamer laptop. And I have not done anything with it, actually. Oh, the picture and the sound is perfect. Okay, that's good. That's nice because on my end it looks like everything's going fine, so I'm just assume that it is. More wine. Don't judge me. Do an all-nighter chat? Well, the whole idea was Lala goes live, so it would be live and I would never have to edit anything because I was afraid to learn how to edit because I've seen how time consuming it is and it is a job. And, you know, just being on YouTube it's like 5 people's job in one. And I'm like, shoot, I became a nurse and that was hard enough. You know, like I don't want to get another job, you know, like I like the one that I have. And you know, I don't want to go back to school, but now I'm on YouTube University, wouldn't you know, doing my own thing. And it was easier than I thought. It is hard. I would say now that I'm in control of getting content when you're out there. I thought talking to myself on camera was gonna be the hardest part, which it is. But nobody else wants to touch a camera, by the way. Nobody. People want to be on camera, and then they feel like really odd to be on camera, so they do like odd things that don't really make good video. So suddenly you're like, oh my gosh, that really is a thing. Not all video is good video. It is really hard to make good content and then splice it together where it all makes sense. I'm like, oh geez. So this whole next thing of making a storyline, I'm like, wow. So I just kind of feel like I don't know how hard I'm going to try to do that. I think it would just be easier if I was just like, I'm doing this today. Take it or leave it, you know, like it's this adventure. It's not really a story. Can I do a live chat in my bikini? Yes, that actually is coming next. I'll be somewhere hot. And I'm looking forward to being in a bikini like 24/7. Next time, I guess that's what I'll do. I'll start the live chat when it's twisted, because you guys want to see more of me, I guess. Yeah, it'll all come together. I'm just really flattered, actually, everyone. I mean, seriously, cheers to you. Cheers for finding me. Cheers for suffering through my videos as I was learning. That it's almost sort of like writing a paper and having someone read it and edit it. You know, like you put yourself into this paper and then your teacher just marks it all up red. That's kind of how I felt about making these videos. I'm like, I don't know how to combine footage from multiple cameras. I don't have a laptop to use to do that. I'm just going to use this weak ass free app to edit videos and then just filming and making content and trying to find something fun to do to even film. I was really scared to do it. I didn't think it was going to be good and everyone's going to hate it. So thank you for the people that liked it. Thank you, Randy, and motivated me, and so that you will be patient as I get better. I mean, that really helped me make the second video and the third video. And so I really wanted to make a sailing video so bad, and I found that Heineken Regatta stuff, and I thought everyone was going to enjoy that. And then I totally screwed up all the sound. And the irony in all that was my whole goal was splicing more than one song together, and then I just screwed up all the volumes. And so you guys really beat me up on that one, but I just thought it was kind of ironic. Thank you, Bill. Laura's little bikini show. Hey, you want to see how many bikinis I have? These are all bikinis right here. Ah. And honestly, I probably threw away half that many bikinis. I have a lot. A lot of bikinis. Yes. I could probably wear a bikini every day and only repeat those like maybe twice if I really wanted to. Everything I do is fine. Oh, I'm hot. Thank you. You guys are so nice. Don't make my head get big. Don't do that. Oh my gosh. So the next live chat that's gonna happen, you're gonna meet my traveling buddy. That's gonna be in all my upcoming videos for at least the next month. So that will be fun. You'll meet a new person. And also, this place that I'm going to, I really wanted to explore more thoroughly, and I wanted to spend specifically here 1 month of my life, and it all fell into place. And this person I've never actually met, this person in the flesh, is a friend of a friend of a friend kind of thing. So just had some messages like on Instagram and WhatsApp. So this is, I'm going halfway around the world alone to meet someone that I've never actually met and just live with them for a month and just wing it, just because I like the place where they're at. So, and they have similar interests. So it's super random. I'm really excited about it. And then I fly to Guam. So, and I'll feel great there. Like the hospital's my second home. So it'll be so nice to just put my scrubs on and go in there and just, start kicking butt in the ICU, waking my patients up and getting them stronger and sending them home. Look forward to that. Son of a sailor. Okay, John, you're free when I get back. I'll call you. You should do clothing try-ins as well. Once in a while with Amazon, you can model your style. Really? Is that the thing? Is that what the whole Amazon influencer thing is? I don't really know what it means at all. At all. Does anybody know what it means? Amazon influencer? Because I'm all signed up. They want me to do it. I just don't know what it is. Yeah, I'm really excited. Oh, Jimmy Buffett reference. Okay. Yeah, I'm really excited to go to Guam. I've met some random people that have been to Guam before, and they love it. And I've YouTube Guam videos like last year when I first got licensed there to see what it was all about. And it looks very lush and green, and I love lush green islands. I mean, there are like trees that you can hang in and climb. I mean, I'm all about that. And then one side of the island is supposed to be extremely steep, like it's like a shelf or something like that, or a cliff, but underwater. And that's where fish like to feed. So it's supposed to have some like really good diving there. I do have an underwater camera that I've never used before. It's not like a sweet epic camera at all. It doesn't have a good filter on it. But it can go underwater, and I plan on, using that. And I have the GoPro 7, and that can go underwater for a ways. So there'll be some underwater stuff that you'll see. I've got my mask and my snorkel all packed, and so there'll be tree adventures and there'll be underwater adventures. And Guam is a mystery, but it's got some fun stuff to do there. So I don't know what other question. Ask me some more questions, because I don't know what to say. Do you know how to fly a drone? No, I've never flown a drone before, but I have a really tiny one. You want to see it? Here it is. It is this big. It is tiny. But yeah, I feel like I have to like sit down and go to YouTube University again for another thing. This thing wants to sync to my phone, because my phone will be my controller. Because I didn't want to buy more and more and more things, and then what if I never use them, kind of thing. So I got this. I did not get a controller, and then now I'm thinking that I should get 2 of these, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna ruin the first one, and there isn't a Best Buy where I'm going. But have to watch a video on how to do this. Have to link it with an app on my phone so I can use the remote. Also, I think it like Bluetooths the footage over. If not, I have a laptop and SD cards, and I can download that there. So it's just another thing, another puzzle. I feel like every last bit of this has been a puzzle. All of it. But I figured it all out so far, so it kind of makes me feel smart in a way. Will I ever go back to Key West? Hell yeah. I wanted to go back to Key West right now. That's actually the job that I applied for. The first video that I was like, hey, I have a travel agent with 14 years experience. That's where I was trying to get into. I have a girlfriend that I nurse with in the Virgin Islands. She's there. And I met some other sailors when I was there. So I really wanted to go there because I thought I had a friend group and I would have a work buddy. And I just thought that's where I needed to go. And before I was on this sailboat the last couple years, that's what I was trying to line up, was Florida Keys. I was moving from the Virgin Islands to go to the Florida Keys to work next. And so I just kind of went back to plan A, and then Guam came up. So Guam's more exotic, and I'm very curious. Plus, Vietnam's calling my name. I want to jump over there and check that out. I've never been. It looks really cool. A lot of people are going there. A lot of backpackers that are like 20s, 30s, and 40s. They're all over there. So in a way, it's like when you come across people like tourists and backpackers, you kind of feel safe, you know? Like, I don't know. You just, there's other people that know English, and there's other people figuring it out, and they're alone, you're alone. So that's kind of why I want to go over there. Yeah, I would get my own boat and call it the Nightingale. Yeah. Well, once upon a time, I had this whole business plan. It was called Band-Aid Boat. So getting out of college, I knew I had zero money for a boat, and I needed to work off my student loan. So I was just like, damn, I'm never going to be able to sail. So I was like, well, how do you get free stuff? You get sponsored. So I came up with this idea, because I was a nurse, that Band-Aid would sponsor me. And then I could just sail around giving free health care, you know, to patients. And in the Caribbean, there's a lot of, genetically, they have a lot of like congested heart failure and diabetes, uncontrolled diabetes. I mean, they don't have, not everyone has a fridge and electricity to store their insulin. And not everybody wears shoes. So they get a lot of foot sores and hand sores from fishing and just wandering around and farming and stuff like that. And they end up losing like a limb by age 40. I mean, that is very common in the Caribbean. So I was like, oh, I'll have a Band-Aid boat and I'll just go give like, you know, wound care and all this. I couldn't be in a pharmaceutical company because I'm not a doctor. I can't just be like giving everybody some type of drug. So I thought that I was going to sail around, and I went to school in the Caribbean on a medical school campus in St. Kitts. So then I was like, oh, well, I can ask some of the kids that I went to school with that are going to be doctors someday if I run into a patient that has like this serious problem that will never be able to afford a surgery. I'm like, oh, I'll just ask so-and-so from school and then like save lives. And that was my whole plan for like ever. And, you know, that was years ago. And now I just feel like I've missed that boat. No pun intended, but that's what I wanted to do. When I first came out of college, I had all this energy. That's what I was going to do. And then now here I am. I'm almost 37 years old, and I'm like, I just need to keep it simple. Just get myself a boat. Quit trying to save the world, you know, like, and so I applied for Mercy Ships. You know, I can't reinvent the wheel. Why do it? So Mercy Ship, I'm supposed to be an ICU nurse on that boat as a volunteer. I believe it's the West African coast in spring of 2020, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I can still save some limbs, you know, if I'm around, no problem. Kind of funny, when I was sailing in St. Vincent, one of the guys that was getting the boats ready, he has uncontrolled diabetes, and he's just wandering around with no shoes on. And I was just like, you need to wear your shoes. So then he started wearing his shoes, and I give him shit. But every time he'd wear his shoes, I give him a beer. So positive reinforcement. What a great nurse, right? And alcohol's not good for diabetics either, by the way, but whatever. I have never been to Burning Man. I never really jumped on the opportunity, really, because I just kind of, I've never been there. I shouldn't really even talk about it, but I just always assumed certain things were happening at Burning Man, and I'm a nurse, and I feel like it's hard enough, you know, being a nurse, and, you know, people like just expect so much out of you that I thought it was kind of like a conflict of interest. So I don't know, I'll probably just skip Burning Man. I'm really happy with all the things that I'm doing now. I don't feel like that's an experience I need to have. I do want to go to Fantasy Fest and Florida Keys. That's been on my bucket list. I'd much rather do that. Go figure. But yeah, Burning Man would be pretty cool to watch everything light on fire. You know, that would be pretty cool. I'm spectacular and huge. All right, more questions. Is this still going on? I know. So I think maybe I should wrap this up. I do only have 2 days to do all my packing. I got all my laundry done. I've picked out the bag that I'm going to put my stuff in, and that's as far as I've really gotten. I still have 2 online exams to do, and one is general ICU stuff, and one is arrhythmias. And so I have those 2 exams that I have to do before I'm employed for sure, but I have like a month to do those. That's also like an airport duty that I'm going to do. And I should probably turn on this laptop and just pick a software or pick multiples and whatever layout I like. It's there. I can get started, you know, when I get to the other side. Everything's charged though. Winning. I had to pick out all my bikinis, and you saw how many I have, so. I would love to be body painted at Fantasy Fest. I would love it. I mean, I'm not going if I'm not body painted. All right, well, thank you everyone for being here. Your support has been truly incredible, really. I mean, I did this all for you. I had no idea that, I didn't even know like 1,000 subscribers was a thing. I didn't know 10,000 subscribers was a thing. I didn't know live chats from super chats, you know, and it's kind of weird because I spent so much time on YouTube, but I didn't really know what all these numbers could do. I didn't know about the hours of watch time, and I watched a lot of, I got monetized in 23 days, and I have got to say it's because of the videos I watched on YouTube, how to be monetized quickly, and I followed their recommendations, and within 48 hours I was monetized when I hit my time. And that was really cool. I was blown away. I never thought I would monetize anything. That's not really why I did this. I kind of did this because I didn't want to feel like I was abandoning everyone that has watched the last 2 years of videos. Because there was a big concern about that on my Instagram, and I didn't want to say goodbye to everybody, so I did it, and thank you. I couldn't have found the energy or the momentum to do that without all the messages and comments, and you know, the motivation came from you guys, so thank you very much. And I will be doing another one of these in a few days when I get to where I'm going. So I will put a notification out on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter and all that kind of stuff, and so you can be ready. And I will be in a total different time zone and a total different day. So I'm not even going to do the math to figure out where everyone is. So maybe I will do a live chat like at, say, like, for example, like 7 a.m. where I am, and then do another one at 7 p.m. That way everybody in the world will get one at a decent time, kind of thing, to keep it fair. I don't really know. So yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts. So if you guys have any advice for me, please let me know. I'm totally winging this right now. I'm really glad that this live chat actually worked, because like the first minute or so, I was like, oh, the camera was just arguing with me. I thought it was blowing it. So, and I was really nervous to do this in the beginning. So anyways, but I love everyone. Thank you so much for everything, and I will see you soon. Bye.